Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are here with Leo. He is about a 1-year-old Shih Tzu. He's right there, and he's in our board and train program for basic manners. So we're kind of going over a lot with him just to make sure he's a well-rounded dog, so when he goes home they don't have any problems. So right now what we're doing is we're going over the place command. Now all place is, it is their default resting area. It's where they can go to turn their brains off, where they can go to calm down, chill out. Essentially, it's an off switch for your dog. A lot of dogs know how to go crazy, run wild, do all these fun activities, but most people don't know how to properly teach their dog how to be chill, how to be calm. This is one of the best ways to do it. Now, it's super simple to teach your dog place. All you need is, like I said, a place cot, or you can use a bath mat, towel, covers, really anything that can just designate their certain area. You need your dog, and then you need a slip lead. Now, you can use treats. We don't use treats, mostly just to avoid excitement. Like I said, this is a neutral and a calm area, so we avoid any negative or any positives. This is just neutral. This is where you go and we just chillax, like I was saying. But some trainers do use treats, and that's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. This is just the type of training we are, and when it comes to place, we just might do things a little differently than others, but that's besides the point. If you notice, I already got Leo on place, and he's been on it for a while there's some distractions around him, so I let him off, let him run around, let him do what he wants to do, and then after a couple minutes I'll put him back on place and we'll repeat this process. And that's what I'm doing right here, and I'll do this probably about 3 to 4 times, about 5 to 10 minutes in between, so like 30 to 40 minutes altogether for each little training session that involves this place. Now I'm putting them back on it, and another thing I want to point out is when you put your dog on place, they are not to come off until you release them, no matter what. They need to understand that no matter what is happening around me, no matter what dogs are playing, no matter who's coming in the house, no matter what food's being cooked, no matter what, I am not to leave my area until I am released. If you notice, Leo is standing, and we really want our dogs to either be sitting or down on place, mostly because if they're standing, it usually leads to them trying to get off or take a step, and that's not what we want. So I gave him some leash pressure. Well, I tried to, it was just in the wrong area, and then when I tried to adjust it, he ended up sitting. But whenever they are not doing the behavior you want, you don't have to yell at them. Don't yell at them, don't scream, don't get mad, don't walk over angry. Just calmly tell them place again, give them some leash pressure until they place. You never want to use place as a punishment. You want your dog to be able to go to place eventually on their own. You want them to be free roaming around the house, and if they're feeling overwhelmed, they're stressed for some reason, if there's new people coming in the home, you want them to be able to go to place because they understand that, one, these people are not going to touch me while I'm here, and I don't need to worry. Now, why would they do that if you use it in a negative way, or if you use place as a punishment? They wouldn't. They would completely avoid it because of how it's used. So that's why you never want to yell at them or get angry. You don't want this to flip on you and them not want to do it. You want them to do place. You want them to go to place. You want them to do what Leo's doing right now. He's laying down. He doesn't care what's going on around him. He's just in his own world. This is great. He's very neutral. This is the behavior that we want, so we're going to release him, let him do what he wants. And if you notice, in the meantime, I got Louie and Suki, which is on place. Louie is the Yorkie and Suki's the English Shepherd. And if you notice, I'm able to walk around a little bit without them getting off. That's what we want Leo to do. So if you notice right now, I've dropped the slip lead. I'm seeing if he's going to be good while I walk around a little bit, and then I release him here because he did good. And then I build up the time. I build up duration of time on place, and that's very important. You want to set your dog up for success, so practice moving around, practice duration time on place. And if you stay consistent with this will help a lot for many reasons. If you have a behavioral dog, an anxious dog, if you have a dog, like in Leo's case, he's very destructive and he pees in the house all the time. So one thing we did was get him on a good schedule, and the other thing we did is we're teaching him house manners, how to properly act in the house. So instead of wandering around doing what you want to do, we're going to set some boundaries, and we're going to teach you to basically do nothing, which is where place comes in. And this is the next day, and this is great progress for Leo. If you notice, I'm giving him good distance, and he does not care. He doesn't care that other dogs are coming around. He doesn't care that they're playing. He's just doing his own thing. He understands that this is his space. No one's going to bother him. He doesn't need to worry about anything. He just needs to chillax and take a chill pill. Now, if you notice here, I ended up taking the slip lead off. One, because if you notice I have it on Takeo, so I have to, but I just want to see how he'll do, and he actually does extremely well. He tries to get off a couple times, which you see a little bit in this video, and you'll notice all I tell him is I'm like, Leo, place, and you'll notice he'll place. Just as simple as that. I don't yell at him, don't get angry at him, none of that. And another thing I want to point out, that you need to make sure you're advocating for your dog. Yes, in every situation, obviously, but I'm talking about place right now specifically. And what I mean is, if you notice this little Yorkie right there, he's coming up on his place, trying to do whatever he wants to do. And I'm telling Louie, which is the Yorkie, to go away. Because this is Leo's safe zone. Nobody bothers him. He doesn't need to worry. And I'm going to make sure I communicate that to him. Because if I don't advocate for him, he's going to start making decisions on his own. And most likely, they won't be the best decisions because he doesn't know how to operate in the human world. He's a dog. We have to guide him, just like we have to guide our kids. It's the exact same thing. And this is one of the best tools to do that. You're leading him in the direction. I want you to do this instead of this. Now, he's been on place for a while, and if you notice, I'm going to let him off. I'm going to let him do what he wants to do. And that's really the end of this video. Now, if you guys want a more in-depth video of place, just let us know, and we will do that. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.